Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Let's continue building our green circuits. I set up the output station. I decided to go with 6 chests per wagon here since it'll be high output, I suppose. We'll be using a lot of green circuits. Okay, so again, we'll start in the center. Which would be, let's see, there. Okay, that's the center, which coincides with this iron belt. Yeah, so it's one, let's see, copper, iron. Okay, well, in any case, I may shift the belts around, but this is the middle. Okay, and since I have copper on the left, let's assume that it'll stay that way. I should have brought more of these. Yeah, I should have brought more of those. Let me go back. Sorry about that. Let me go back and get more assembly machines. Just realized I don't have those in my bot request queue. I probably should. What would I take out of here? I need more slots. I can't think of anything that I'd want to take out. I guess the long-handed inserters I could survive without. I don't use those terribly often. Alright, so let's try to have 100 of those. I'm pretty sure I'm making them over here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we got plenty of them. And here comes some more rail. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go back. So I'm going to park right there. All right, so we had talked about having 48 green circuit assembler machines, which means 6 per parallel factory. And if I have 6 of those, half-second crafting time each. So if I have 6 every half second, that's 12 per second. And it's 12 per second times the 0.75 crafting speed of an assembler 2. So that's 9 per second. That means that we will need to use both sides of a yellow belt, since one side can only carry 7.5. Okay, so this can be the copper. These will all be copper cables. And then we'll do the typical, you know, the typical early game 3-to-2 setup. Like that. Three, 6, 9, yeah. Okay, and then that goes like that. And then the outputs will go there. So this will be our output belt. And then we just have to figure out the best way to get the iron in. And I suppose that will be from another belt. with the long-handed inserters that I just said I don't use very much. Okay, so that belt can stop there. And then let's put in power. Okay, well that's easy. Except for that one, we have to move slightly. And we'll throw in a light. Okay, so copper iron, copper iron. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this one will feed in there. Okay, and then we need to get half of these onto the other side of the belt as well. So what's the best way to do that? Oops. Yeah, let's space these out a little bit differently. And then I think I'll have room to do one of these numbers. Okay, so that way 3 on one side of the belt and 3 on the other side of the belt. And let's run this up a couple more just so we have something to grab onto. Copy. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 for that side. And I'm going to need more blue inserters. Okay, let me just copy these 4 again over here. Okay, we'll throw out some power poles. I'll throw in some lights. Let me grab some more belts, and then hopefully all I'll need then will be the inserters. Actually, maybe I can craft some. Yeah, I can craft a few of them. How many do I need? Oh, 116. No. I'll go back and get more. Okay, so it looks like we're good with pretty much everything else. That's almost tileable. Okay, let's go back for inserters, and then we'll just feed the plates in. Did you know that you can ride in a cargo wagon? I didn't know that for a long time. Okay, where are the blue ones? Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm only storing 100 of them. Well, anyway, that'll be enough to finish the job. Oh, no, I don't actually want to get rid of those. Okay, yeah, now, see, now I do want the red inserters. All right, back we go. I feel like we're making pretty good progress now. You know, once you get your initial mining and smelting and all the rails built, the rest of it starts to go a lot more quickly. Okay, we'll put a stack of these here for the bots to take. Actually, I'll just put them all in there. Okay, was that it? All right, guess that was it. So that's all built now. Okay, I want to connect the belts, and then we'll power it all on. We'll power it on all at once. Okay. And the other side. Okay. Got another 500 belts. I hope that's enough. Might have to make another trip back. Okay, and looks like we're ready to go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll connect power here with this one. Oh, man. What a drag. All right. Hang on. Got to redo the power poles. Well, I guess I just have to do the ones next to the copper, right? The other ones are okay. Okay. Okay, so if we do it like that, there. Okay, that's better. Okay, and I see another mistake. Okay. And now we can start running this up. I'm just going to cut these so I can get this completed before, you know, I don't want any single factory to get too far ahead of any of the other ones in production. I mean, it shouldn't matter that much, really. There's not a lot here, but we probably need to start being disciplined about that now. All right, yeah, let's get the other bots to help. Take my belts and do your thing. And I hope I have enough. All right, let's send the train back. So the train can go pick up more belts now, just in case I'm short. Okay, so, all right, so this one goes to that car. This one goes to that one. This one goes to this one. And that one goes there. Okay, let me start from this end. Okay. All right, so we should be making around 4,000 a minute. Yep, 4.3K. Beautiful. Man, I love it. This is awesome. We're making our own plates. And turning it into tons and tons of green circuits. Okay, so let's bring the train back. Come and pick me up. Let's check our power. Okay, we're doing okay. We've got 160 megawatts of nuclear, and we've got, what was it, another 160 from steam? Or is it 120 from steam? $900 kilowatts per steam engine. So yeah, 140, I think. 30 megawatts each column. So we'll be good on power for a while. Speaking of that, let's check out our uranium. We've got 220 in the chest. I did expand the storage. I ran into a problem here because this backed up. This line backed up. These chests were all full of uranium-238, and then the 235 couldn't get out, and it just stopped processing. So I just added a bunch more chests to hold the 235 with filter inserters there, and then one filter inserter at the end to hold the 235. Sorry, these are 238. That's 235. And that seems to be working okay. Eventually that'll back up too, but I hope by then we'll have Covarex enrichment, and then we won't have to worry about whether this stops or not. Okay, we got 15 fuel cells on the belt. Everything seems to be working good. I had a problem here where these weren't connected, so I was continuing to dump out fuel cells, but I caught the problem and I fixed it. So the system seems to be working pretty good now. And then as we add more nuclear arrays, we can expand those belts. Of course, by the time we have more than one 10-reactor array, I'll probably just let it run until I have a full belt, and we won't have to do all this fancy circuitry nonsense. I've got 118 empty ones. I just want to see what's the stack size. Okay, those stack in 50s, so I'll be able to handle a lot of those. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's go back and set up a train. And then I suppose I will need to make a depot for circuits as well. And if I'm going to do that, it should probably go like up here someplace. Right, if these are going to be making green circuits and that's going to be making green circuits, or maybe here where I have military science. That would probably be a good place. So why don't we move military science? I'll put it right here instead. Or actually, why don't I put it here? Or I'll put it here, closer to the steel. Because military sciences doesn't need circuits, actually. But it does need steel and stone and coal and plates. I talked several episodes ago about having an area to smelt stone into stone bricks. But actually what I'm going to do instead is I'll make the stone bricks locally where they're consumed, because we really don't need a whole lot of them. So we'll just bring in stone and make the stone bricks in the area where they're required. All right, so let's make a depot for green circuit trains. But first I'll deploy the trains so that they're ready to go. So let's grab, I guess we'll do 5 trains. I'm going to try to remember to bring my plane with me this time. Yay. All right. Whoops. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Got to be careful, make sure they're getting connected. I've been sloppy with this before and had a train drive away and leave some of the cargo wagons behind. Okay, so these are going to go to circuit load until full. And I guess I can't do the rest right now. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll send these first. That way they can get started. And then I'll put down the other 2 and I'll just leave them here for now until I get the depot done. Okay. So let's go and make the depot. You know what? Actually, I can send the other ones too, because I've got just enough to accommodate 5 trains. That way they'll all be in the same place. All right, we've got almost 20,000 circuits made already. Ore trains are coming. Awesome. Oh. That, yeah, looks like we actually ran out of iron ore before the next train got there. I think that's the first time I've seen that happen. So, so we might want to set this. In fact, let's do it now. Well, I'm not going to do it now. Later on, we might have to set it up so that we are bringing more than 1 train at a time, so that we have one waiting in the stacker. For now, I'm not going to do it. We won't be able to keep up with the demand anyway. Okay, so we remove that. we remove that. And then we paste down the depot. We need to zoom out. Oh no. Okay. I need to make another copy of the depot. That one's corrupted. Okay. This one looks good. Okay. I should probably put that in the blueprint book. Okay. I think I'll stay in the train. Come on, guys. There we go. Go to the right first. Let's take the middle one. All right, maybe not. There we go. All right, this is kind of annoying. I like it better on foot. Okay, and this is going to be item equals electronic circuit. There we go. Copy, 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 copy. Oh, you're kidding. I'm one rail short. What a pain. Okay, and then we'll get this one piece. All right. Okay, so now we can change the train schedules. Go to depot until circuit condition. And then I'll copy that, paste, 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 paste. Okay. So, circuits stack in 200s. So one train is going to hold 64,000 circuits. That is a lot of green circuits. Oh, I added a second coal train and a second stone train, just so we can have one in the mine while the other one is waiting to go. Probably need more copper miners in the starter base. Okay, doing a lot of mining right now. Yep, so power consumption is going up again. 1,000 electric furnaces. Really? Well, yeah. Okay, we've got a lot of electric furnaces, that's for sure. Okay, I see. It's not that we're running out of copper, it's just that the chests are not unloading evenly. It might have been a good idea to have some sort of a lane balancer. But again, I think as long as the trains are coming in quickly enough, this sort of thing shouldn't become too much of a problem. Let's see how we're doing. All right, yeah, this is fine. I mean, we're getting enough plates. So I think the quantity of furnaces that we chose was pretty close to ideal. I just rounded up to the nearest one, so we shouldn't have too much extra. Okay, and this one, oh, the first one filled up already. I suppose I should get my butt out of the way. Okay, look at that beautiful green train. 64K. Nice. And more on the way. So this is going to be running up for a long time to fill up 5 trains. So at this point, we can cross that off the list. And now we can make logistics science packs. And speaking of science packs, let's see how our red science production is doing. Okay, it's still running. I guess it'll fill up those chests. And that's fine. We're doing a little over a 90 a minute. We'll use them up eventually. You know, ideally we want to be able to fill up a train before we start running the factory in earnest, because you know, all of our train schedules are going to be based, we're not going to deliver anything until we fill a train up. So so at some point we're probably just going to have to sit and wait for a full train of science packs, or at least a full train of each of the science packs before anything starts to happen up there. It's funny that I have this whole thing just for this puny little build, but it'll grow later. All right. So we might need to get more mining happening. Well, it looks like we're keeping up with it now. That's going back to this mine, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, we still have 2 in the depot. And 4 for iron, so we're going fast enough. Okay, so that'll do it for today. Next episode, we'll work on green science packs, and maybe we'll start to set up the beginnings of them all to make the supplies to build the rest of the base. Because I'm really looking forward to being able to take all this down and clear up those slots for whatever we happen to need. And then this will be our new home base right here in the middle. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.